but we're going to jump over to Fox News at this point. I think I have it in me. Oh man, this is a long one. A 30-minute highlight catch up. Okay, we're going to put this on double speed. There's no chance we're going to get through this shit, right? Oh! Hello?
Peacemaker, that's the focus of tonight's angle.
I hate her.
Now, no one but Donald Trump could have done this. Working around the clock, working the phones. He got all the key players together. It wasn't just the Ukrainian officials, it was everybody.
I think what's really funny, I pulled a picture up before, or someone sent me a picture of this area right behind them here, this fireplace, before and after Donald Trump moves in. And prior to this, there's none of that gaudy, tacky, fake gold is anywhere. And someone else pointed out that they recognize all of those pieces, and they are very clearly just painted gold. So this is like $40 worth of home decor from Goodwill or from like an at-home type shop that he just painted gold and then put up on the walls because he's a child. He's like,
all of them were pointed in the same general direction.
He's like what a homeless guy thinks a rich guy would be like.
As I said before, broke the deadlock, basically, with President Putin by starting that dialogue. I think if we play this well, we could end this.
The path is open. You opened it last Friday. Now the way is open for complicated negotiations.
We are here to work together with you on a just and lasting peace.
I'm sure that we'll be able to find a solution, and get a lasting and just peace.
I think that we had very good conversation with President Trump, and we spoke about very sensitive points. The first one is security guarantees, and we are very happy with President that all the leaders are here.
What the world saw today is the Trump effect. Zelensky and the Western world gathered for hours in Washington because Donald Trump summoned them, not to rally for war, but to huddle for peace. Now, just days.
That's not true. Donald Trump did not summon them. They all decided to go there to back up Zelensky because of how he was treated last time he was there. He's clearly more in line with Putin and more friendly towards Putin than he is to Zelensky.
The United States to meet Trump for 10 years in the U.S. The president of Ukraine, the Secretary General, the German Chancellor, the European Head of State, meant to talk about finding a pathway to end this horrid bloodshed. Now, we don't even know how many people remember that this war in Ukraine.
Talking like he's organizing some sort of peace summit is definitely helpful for his ideas about getting a Nobel Peace Prize as well.
But the number could be as high as 1 million Russians and Ukrainians lost their life on. Surveys showing that the people want peace. The fight that the British attitude of Ukrainians is the only reality. They want this war to end. And American support for the war has been declining, with the majority of Americans now saying it is not our responsibility to help Ukraine defend itself.
Even if you believe it's not our responsibility to help Ukraine defend itself, you have to believe that it is our responsibility to communicate on a world stage that you cannot just invade your neighboring countries and take their land. That is important. Regardless of what you think about Ukraine or anyone there, you cannot just make up a motivation to start a war, invade a country, and claim its land as your own. That is what this is about. Regardless of what I think of American interests in general, I do think it serves American interests to continue supporting Ukraine.
The war's not going to end on the battlefield. It's obvious that Russia will not stop running through its troops. As equally as obvious, as long as China and India will keep buying Russian oil and their ag, Putin will have the money to feed his war machine. Not sure if the administration trying to use leverage to stop these finding strains, but where China's concerned, it's unlikely they're going to do much. They want Russian oil and they get Russian oil. If Russia could be isolated, broken economically, it would already happen.
I do like the admission that we can't do anything, that Trump can't do anything about it to China. I don't think she knew that that's what she was saying, but it is.
We love Trump or we hate Trump. He's choosing to deal with the world as it is, not as any of us wish it would be. It's not 1990s anymore. That world is never coming back. If the world's lies are perpetuating the world of borders, the perpetual war, Trump would have trounced last November. Of course, none of this means that Donald Trump doesn't see anything.
No one was running on open borders.
Pitfalls that still lie ahead. Because if Ukraine is going to agree any kind of land swap with Russia, it's asking for a real security agreement.
I think that we had great conversations with President Trump, and this really was the best one. Of course, maybe the best one will be in the future. It was really good. And we spoke about very sensitive points. The first one is security guarantees, and we were happy with President.
Now, this is Europe's backyard, and Trump doesn't want Americans, though, shoulder the lion's share of the burden.
I think that the European nations are going to take a lot of very good help them, and we're going to make it very secure.
Of course, that's not good enough for the pro-war crowd. For them, anything short of American boots on the ground, it's just rendering Putin.
Yeah, I mean, the pro-war crowd, they think that calling for resistance against Russia is pro-war. I mean, giving Russia everything it wants to end this conflict is pro-war. It is rewarding Russia for starting a war.
For the pro-war crowd, Trump's search for peace is not noble. It's suspicious. He wants to Nobel Peace Prize. He wants it now. So he's willing to say a lot of things. He really commit anything. I think what Trump wants is a Nobel Prize. Whichever way he can get it, being mediator, being advocate, doing whatever, that's what he wants. And of course, they got to stop all the Russia collusion talking points. I was struck by President was not at the table. President Trump was effectively putting his proxy. He's the president wants to find the answer too.
They're still calling it a hoax. We have just actual evidence of it at this point.
There's a lazy, lightweight analysis. Now, if they've read any Russian history, it doesn't like to have. They should know that these are proud, patriotic people, and they've weathered enormous hardship over the past century. So gratuitously disrespecting Russia would probably be among the dumbest things Donald Trump could do, or any negotiator should do.
You don't need to disrespect them, but you can't just roll over for them. You can't just let Putin scratch your belly while he tells you everything that you need to give him.
Obama didn't disrespect Putin when they met, and we know that George W. got downright cozy with Vladimir Putin. So,
yeah, that's its own thing.
how is it in America's interest to continue to make Russia a pariah and just drive them into the arms of China? By the way, anyone knows what just happened in May when President Xi of China visited the Kremlin, big May Day parade? This is the last development any of us should want to see. And finally, we have to ask this tonight. WWJHD, what would Joe do? Well, as in Biden, of course, he could never have gotten his son. He spent 3 years cheerleading and funding the war with zero.
Joe Biden is not the other option, but it's still not like if we didn't have Trump here, we would have Biden here. Like that's the comparison she's making, and that's made up. Like if we didn't have Trump here, we would have Kamala Harris here. And do I think she'd be doing better? I don't know. I think she'd be a lot more combative with Putin. I don't think she would just let him say that he deserves to keep Crimea, which he annexed illegally, and he deserves to take all of this land that he has already occupied illegally. And he should also get some land that he hasn't been able to occupy illegally.
Which sounds old diplomacy. Trump said repeatedly
I can stop saying illegally. I know it doesn't matter.
today that it is ultimately up to Ukraine and to Russia to strike this deal. But it's also often a serious framework, something no one else, including Biden, managed to do.
We also need to discuss possible changes of territory taken into consideration here. Line of contact, that means
Biden lives rent-free in our mouth.
war zone, the war lines are.
As I said earlier, he worked the phone during his marathon meeting today, calling Putin in the middle of his talks with the Europeans and Zelensky. The man just simply doesn't stop.
We'll see. And
Could he?
there's a period of time not very far from now, a week, 2 weeks, we'll know whether or not we'll solve this or is this horrible fighting continue. We'll do the best to get it ended. And I believe you have two willing parties, and usually that's what it is. Two willing parties want to deal. And we'll journey together and we'll go over and we'll see if it can be done.
Pragmatism. That's what we need. That's what peace.
What's he about to say?
And every patriotic American with a heart should be hoping tonight that President Trump succeeds. And that's the end.